Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. This is the America First Pill channel. So I want to discuss about Tucker Carlson because I'm a pretty big Tucker Carlson fan. He's my second favorite behind Charlie Kirk, but he's kind of been one of my bigger sources when it comes to you know how when it comes to my values and America First vision. So I want to just discuss. He's definitely, you could say he's definitely without controversy, and he definitely triggers a lot of people, even among conservatives, especially as of late. So, and that's of course a lot of the divide is simply over one issue. That's Israel. Why, particularly foreign policy, which is why there's a lot of people who hate him. So Tucker, I believe, is the vision of America First post-Trump. That more version is where we have to go. You can disagree with me, but that's how I see it. I think that's the ticket to winning, and that's what we have to go with, in my opinion. But now, so some events happened the other day, yesterday. Tucker Carlson was coming back from Israel again after an interview with Mike Huckabee, and a report came out. It first came from the Daily Mail that Tucker had been detained in Israel, saying that his passports were taken away and was put into an interrogation room. Asking Tucker what the interview was about, and wanted his notes of the interview and whatnot. So obviously the passport. So I don't know. Did Tucker report this to Daily Mail? I think they're a foreign media, I think. But did they report it, and then did they misreport what Tucker actually said? I don't know. But that's what they reported. And, well, obviously looking at your passport is standard procedure at airport. However, the interrogation in the room and being asked, well, there's no footage on that. Of course, there's been some footage released saying that it looked like Tucker was taking a selfie and then leaving the airport, and he hugged which people seem to think it looked like it was airport security or whoever it was. So I don't know who those people were, but it looks to me, of course, people are calling Tucker a liar and saying that he's made a fake hoax saying that Israel detained him. Israel's denying that. Now, I think there's parts of the video that they left out. I mean, I've followed Tucker for years and really closely, and I don't think Tucker would just, if this is seriously comes from Tucker, if Tucker reported this, then I have no reason to believe Tucker would lie about this. At least, I feel like at best it's over exaggerated by X. Because there are you have the problem on X right now with the whole bot problem. There's the bots on the Israel issue on both sides are on full force, and they're paid to show for propaganda for their side. And I think right now on X, it definitely leans more on the pro-Israel side, and they're scorching Tucker for lying. Now, here's the thing. Israel has motive. This has motive for wanting to interrogate Tucker. Tucker's not exactly the most popular in Israel because of, he's been really critical of how the Gaza war Israel-Gaza war has played out, and he does not like our current relationship in the way Israel has been. Now, Keep in mind, Israel has known for killing journalists. Right here it says Israel bombs civilian teams as they try to retrieve the body of journalist Hossam al-Mazari, killed in an Israeli strike on Nasser hospital. So, looking, and this comes from a video from Alex Jones. Alex Jones, he definitely is kind of out there on his conspiracies, but he's probably one of the few conspiracies I guess I would say I trust more, because he's been proven more accurately on conspiracy, anywhere between the COVID-19 to the election 2020. 9 I think he predicted 9/11 would happen. He actually predicted Trump potentially being assassinated. So, and then I think he predicted Charlie Kirk an assassination. So he's definitely has some credibility on being correct on predicting possible current events big current events to happen. And according to this source right here, a journalist was bombed. Now, keep in mind, Israel's a well-tactic military. So I can't accept the fact that this was just done on coincidental. And I do think there is efforts by Israel to silence dissidents, because they have admitted to wanting to censor the media that talks about the war in Gaza and potentially censoring people who claim that genocide's happening. Now, whether you agree with that or not, they want to censor that. So there's definitely motive here of what Tucker might have said. Now, maybe from what's being reported, it wasn't quite as hostile, but it sounds to me, at very best, based on the fact that Israel has, it seems, journalists mysteriously have died when trying to interview what's going on there. Israeli journalists die. And of course, everyone blames Hamas. I'm not defending Hamas. Hamas needs to be removed, but there's definitely this is a propaganda war. And there's motive for why they would want to interrogate Tucker, because I think it, at best, even if it was a light interview, like light question, so what are you up here for? It's definitely definitely there was motive to intimidate him, because Israel knows Tucker's been relatively vocal, vocal, and I think there was efforts to try to ban him from Israel. So I don't know. So apparently he met with Mike Huckabee, and I don't know why we haven't seen the interview yet. I don't know what happened with that, but so Tucker does have some explaining to do. I hope he explains what happens, but it's definitely a strange situation. I have a feeling that, there's a lot of people are taking money to shill for this issue from on both sides. You have Israel, people getting paid, and you do have some that get paid to shill against Israel. Tucker's the only one that I feel that doesn't have anything to gain out of it, which is why I tend to trust him more on how he covers this. And he, not too long ago, said in an interview that he wants to see a more balanced relationship, which I think is reasonable. So I don't know. I have a feeling that you're going to see Steven Crowder talk about it, which I feel like he's not going to like Tucker for this, because the video that shows him taking a selfie. But I don't know. That could have very well been maybe after he explained what he was doing there and what it was about. Maybe they came to an understanding and then they gave a hug on the way out. I don't know. But I don't know if there's more to the video that they left out, because I know they want to make Tucker look bad too. So there's motive here, people. And I don't trust a lot of the people on X, because people are being paid to shill for pro-Israel propaganda too. Especially when Netanyahu admitted to wanting to do this. So I don't know. Tucker, I heard, is okay. He's back in the States. He's been back for a while now. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I don't it sounds at best, it seems to be either Tucker over exaggerated or whoever he reported it to over exaggerated, and X right wing, the less pro Israel Zionist, more anti Zionist right fell for it and over exaggerated. From what I'm hearing, Tucker said he thought the situation was bizarre, but it doesn't sound like Tucker was traumatized or anything. So I don't know. But of course, because the hug video, people think he's lying. So I don't know. At this point, there's nothing you guys can do to get me to hate on Tucker. I know there's a lot of effort to get me to hate on Tucker. Let's be honest. Let's say even if it came out that Tucker just lied about this, I still am going to trust him more than any of the crap that I see on X and the stuff that our government tells us. Sorry, but so I don't want to hear this moral aspect of someone lying when there's plenty of lying on your side. But defending my position, I don't think Tucker lied about this. There's plenty of motive for why they would want to detain him. They want to shut him up. Tucker's not someone who's well controlled, and they hate that. I'm trying to tell you, this is not about Israel. This is about the government. And really, all he's been is critical of the current government. So, anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next few days. Hopefully, he can kind of explain more what happened on his monologue, so he can clear things up if he wants to be taken seriously. But I don't know. It's definitely an interesting situation. But so I don't know. I hope we can get Huckabee's his interview with Huckabee. So there was definitely effort there. So unless Huckabee lured him to be interrogated, I don't know. It's a strange situation. So anyway, if you like this video, please let me know what you think. If you've heard of this, again, I'm not going to be so quick to call him a liar, and especially on X right now. It's way too fresh right now. So anyway, if you like this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notification. The America First Pill channel out.